You know, I was standing in line at Starbucks, and the lady in front of me was taking her time ordering. I'm usually a very patient person, but I just wanted my coffee that day. And I looked at another Starbucks employee and I tapped my wrist and said, pancreatic cancer. Some of us may have more time than others. I'll pause for laughter. She laughed and quickly got me my coffee, and although none of us know when our last day is on Earth, I really didn't want to spend mine in the line of Starbucks. I do tend to joke about my situation because I think that's the best way to cope with what I'm going through. We found humor in my hairstyles. We found humor in my hair color. We found humor teasing my mom about sending me to 3 Mile Island camp when I was young. Maybe that was the cause of all this. I just don't think cancer cells like humor. And I imagine myself at a comedy club standing up in front of all these cancer cells, telling my jokes, and then not thinking it's very funny. And eventually they are walking out of the club and out of my body for good. And now I'll try to be a little serious, because we're all out here to give hope and support to the American Cancer Society any way that we can. I am truly honored to be standing in front of all of you. My journey has been one of courage and hope. Courage to me is digging deeper than you ever thought you'd have to dig to do something that you never thought you'd have to do. In 2008, I was diagnosed with breast cancer, 4 months after my younger sister. I had a mastectomy. I tried reconstruction but caught MRSA and had to be treated every day for 10 weeks with IV antibiotics. I thought I took the hit. I survived breast cancer and the complications that sometimes come along with the diagnosis and reconstruction. In 2012, I celebrated 50 years on this earth, and I traveled with family and friends on a few short trips. I was loving life and appreciating this time with family and friends, especially with my younger sister, who had also survived breast cancer. It was on one of those trips that I noticed a small, tiny pain in my left side after I ate. Tests confirmed that I had inoperable pancreatic cancer. At that moment, it was like I was listening to someone else's story, because I couldn't have this. I knew the statistics. 4 to 9% of people survive pancreatic cancer. That means that 91 to 96% of these people die of this disease. All I could say to the surgeon in Moffitt was, when do you want to see pictures of my children? I'm not going down this way. So we attempted chemo and radiation to try to shrink the tumor. It shrunk away from the aortic artery just the width of a dime. Just enough for the surgeon to get his knife in there, and he took most of my pancreas and all of my spleen out. I spent Easter at Moffitt, and as I lay there healing, I thought of all the blessings that I've had. I've got these incredible nurses and doctors taking care of me. I have family and friends that have never left my side, and they continue to pray for me, cheer for me, and send me good vibes. They all have bought into my message that I'm not going down this way. As my battle continued in 2014, I was diagnosed with a third cancer, thyroid cancer, and they removed all of my thyroid. 3 primary cancers in 6 years. I had no idea what was going on with my body and was questioning everything. Was it something I ate? Was it the TV dinners? Microwave popcorn? I don't know. The asbestos blankets? Was it the summer camp at 3 Mile Island, Mom? So I actually stand before you with no left breast. Most of my pancreas is removed. My spleen is gone, and my thyroid is gone. It's amazing what you can live without. And I stand here with metastatic stage 4 pancreatic cancer. It's been 4.5 years since my diagnosis. I've had over 50 rounds of chemo. I've had radiation, and I've been in a clinical trial. The scans show millimeter spots on both of my lungs and a tumor in my neck. But every day I get up and I run to the shower, and I tell God that he can't have me today because I've already showered. Today is not the day. Every day I reaffirm my love for life and I try to laugh. Every day I think of my kids and my husband and how their lives have changed. It's not fair, but in some ways our lives are more defined, more clear. And many people say that they would rather have a quick death, maybe a heart attack or get hit by a car. They don't want to go through what I've been through. Being me though, I hug more, I try and take opportunities that I wouldn't have had without this journey. This is one of those opportunities. And I won't stop spreading hope. I am determined to beat this one day. I still think the cancer will give up, and I still think I'll be fine. I knew that if I allowed fear to overtake me, my journey was doomed. Fear is born of a story we tell ourselves, so I choose to tell myself a different story. Life can be lumpy, and we need someone else to smooth out the lumps and to be a friend and have a strong shoulder. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Now take a piece of me and go out there and make a difference. If you're having a bad day, think of me and maybe your day will be brighter and your load will be a little lighter. Look at me. You'd never know the battles that I've been through, the rough days, the challenges of hearing the news of a diagnosis that can break your spirit. So be patient with each other, help each other, spread human kindness, and most importantly, always remember that when bad things happen and we say, why did this happen to me? We have to say the same thing when good things happen to us too. Thank you all for the love and the hope that you have radiated through this event. You have made me stronger, and I thank you for that. My journey is documented with a blog. You can stop by and pick up bracelets that have the blog on them. I'm sending love, kindness, and prayers to every survivor, every caregiver, and to those who have lost someone to this disease. You're not alone, and the American Cancer Society is there for you. Because of these events, we can all rally and help each other. Thank you.